guys, it's Mac and Allie. Welcome back to our channel. If you're new here, please like and subscribe.
Today we're gonna be telling you our awful stories of how we got ripped off and we didn't get paid for our services. They're very similar.
They are.
Like
they're honestly, we could almost tell them at the same time.
They're like the almost exact
You'd
same
be
story.
like, why am I listening to the same story twice?
Literally, but it's like they're a little bit different. Like
it happened just at the same time too.
Of course it did. So I'm like certified to do makeup, so I don't really advertise that I do makeup as a service, but like if my friend asks or something, I'll say yeah, sure, like of course. So we had grad photos a few weeks ago. They started booking them, and one of my friends asked me like a few months ago if I could do her makeup for her grad photos. And I said like, yeah, sure, no problem. How does $20 sound for the photos? Like, I'll bring you fake lashes, I'll do your full face, I'll do it all, and it takes me about an hour and a half. So, you know, $20 for 2 hours of my time, my product, lashes, like all of that. Like that's
reasonable.
That's that's a deal. So I do her makeup for her photos, and she loved it. It turned out great. Her photos were awesome too. And it was kind of weird because she didn't pay me after I was done. She just like was like, yeah, thank you so much. So that night after her grad photos, I texted her and I said, hey Hannah, can you bring me my money please? And she's like, yeah, no problem, like I'll do that. So I think it was like Tuesday rolls around and we have a bio class together, and I'm like, hey, like, did you bring my money? And Hannah was like, yeah, I brought it. And she hands me 2 5s, and I was like, where's the other, like, I didn't want to be rude, but I was like, oh, like, do you have the other 10 with you? And she was like, yeah, like, but I'll bring it tomorrow. So I was like, sure, that's fine. The next day comes around, Hannah never brings it. So by this point, I was a little bit frustrated because normally once you get a service done, you pay for it after it's done, you know? Like, you don't just be like, oh, I'll pay you next week. So she didn't pay me for that whole week, and it came Sunday night, and I was like, I texted her and I'm like, hey, can you please bring me my other $10? And she was like, not to be a bee, but why do I have to pay so much for a pair of fake lashes? And I was like, what? Like, that's just so rude. Like, I was giving her my service and my time, and I was like,
sure.
I asked you
and
beforehand.
you asked before, so
if it was
she
okay.
agreed to paying, so that's the part that...
Yeah, so she didn't end up paying me. It wasn't even the $10 that bothered me. It was just, like, the fact that she had to, like, she argued more after me with, like, she argued even more after that. She's just like, well, like, I thought we were friends, and, like, obviously me and Hannah were friends, but I'm not gonna do your makeup for free. Like, I'm literally losing money for doing it for $20 anyways. Like, that is a deal. Friend deal. Definitely. But yeah, so it was just kind of a bad experience, and now I know, like, sometimes people try and rip you off.
My story is really similar, like same situation, everything. It was grad photos and we were booking them and everything, and one of my friends had asked me if I would do her makeup like a while beforehand. I said yeah, and I was doing 2 of my friends' makeup. And so before I did Sarah's makeup for her photos, I did my friend's photos or not her photos, I did her makeup, and she asked like how much I wanted to get paid, and like I'm not certified or anything.
She's really good at it,
and like I can pull it off, you know. And so I said, well, I feel bad like asking like just like what do you think like you'd be willing to pay me? And she said like $20, and I said yeah, like I think that's like fair for like my product and my time and like my gas money to go to you and stuff. So we agreed to that, and I did her makeup, and she paid me the same day, and it was great. I was doing Sarah's makeup, and I said, because I was bringing her lashes and going to her, and I said, will you mind paying me because just, you know, for my product and my time? And she said, yeah. Emily paid me $20, and she said, okay. I didn't really specify an amount just because, like, I figured, like, 20, like, 15 even, you know, would be, like, fine with me. And so she agreed. She said, okay. So the next day I came and did her makeup, and it was, like, really pretty. She loves her photos, so that's good. It's great. The day went by and she didn't pay me. Didn't really mention it or anything. And so I thought that was a little bit odd because I figured she would. It was like Valentine's Day, and I was thinking like and I texted her actually. I texted her and I said, would you mind bringing the money tomorrow? She said, yeah. Can I e-transfer you? So I said, yeah, for sure. And then she said, oh, let me just see if I have cash first. And she never let me know. of course. And so the next day we go, it's Valentine's Day, and everyone's like making dinner plans and stuff, and like at that point I was just kind of thinking like I don't want to go for dinner and like spend more money when I'm like out money for like my product and my time and stuff. And so I kind of said no, like I don't really, like I don't want to pay you to go to dinner tonight. And then I just didn't, like I figured like at that time she would like say something,
Yeah, like she'd clue in.
I thought she would kind of say, oh, I could even just buy your dinner. She never acknowledged it, and a whole week went by, and I just stopped asking her about it because I'd asked her like so many times. Kissed my money goodbye at that point. Very end of the week, she came up to me and she said that she found money and she gave me $20 for the service, which is like, I appreciate that she paid, but she didn't apologize for being late or anything. Now I just know I think I should probably like
ask for
specify with people that I want the money before I do the service, because no, I'm not certified, but it's still my time, my effort, and everything.
And your makeup,
into
like,
it.
yeah.
So I did lose money by like making a donation to her with my lashes and my other products. So
yeah,
I just appreciate to get paid for a service as anybody else would.
Long story short, just make sure if you provide a service to someone that they're actually willing to pay you, especially if you're young. And
definitely specify beforehand, let them know that you're expecting to get paid.
And it's not even like the $20 was like a huge deal.
No.
Like it's $20, but I just find the fact that you can't pay the person that went out of their way and did that for you, like I find that kind of rude, like and disrespectful. But yeah,
people who are your friends will still try and
rip you off.
advantage.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is like if you're friends with people who like can do things or whatever, or like if you can like do something, like people will want to take advantage of the fact that you can provide a service for them, and they won't expect you to like charge them full price, which isn't really fair.
Yeah, those are our stories of how we got ripped off.
Yeah, I think we're just deciding to share them since it happened to us around the same time, and like this is so recent, and like we've just been discussing this like for the past like 2 weeks or so, and just been like
it's just
crazy.
Annoying. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Subscribe and like and
leave a comment if you feel. Thank you so much.
Let us know your stories down below in the comments.
Bye. Bye.